To the state of California tonight, now dealing with more rain in just the past couple of days than they've had in over a year, and areas already hard hit by the awful wildfire season are in danger now again because of this. NBC's Miguel Almaguer remains east of L.A. for us tonight. Miguel, good evening.
Brian, good evening. The concern here in the city of Azusa is mudslide. Authorities tell us for now that this hillside is stable, but take a look at how deep this mud is. 4 feet in some areas, that basketball rim 10 feet high. The concern is all of this rain and more mud, which authorities fear over the next 48 hours could slide right downhill.
The strongest storm in 3 years, hammering the west coast. This is what an inch of rain every hour can do. Streets are flooding, creeks turned into raging rivers, threatening homes. Strong winds knock down trees and power lines.
If you choose to not heed those mandatory evacuations, you must understand something, that as long as the mud is flowing, the fire department personnel cannot get to you.
In the foothills east of Los Angeles, the mud is sliding. More than 1,000 homes have been evacuated.
Oh, it's coming.
Ed Heinlein is losing the battle to save his home. This is what his backyard looked like yesterday. Here it is today.
Our house is going to have 2 or 3 feet of mud in the backyard.
Just last month, these hills were on fire. Today, penetrating rains swept up debris and smoldering ash.
So from floods to fires to droughts back to fires. That's Southern California, and we're all prepared for it.
But commuters weren't ready for sheets of rain. 3 feet of water in some spots. Backup stretch 20 miles. The highway so slick, this big rig nearly flew off a bridge and caught fire. Swiftwater rescue teams pulled 2 men and their dogs who got caught in the normally dry L.A. River.
The water was pretty high up. The water was flowing approximately 15 to 20 miles an hour.
Mudslides closed roads up and down the state.
This is the city of Glendora. We're on High Crest Road, which right now looks more like high tide. This torrent of water slicing right through the community.
It was enough to surprise Weather Channel reporter Dave Malkoff.
Yeah, I'm going to lose the shoe.
Too much water and mud, schools closed, and the Postal Service suspended delivery.
Even when it rains, I've never seen it this violent and gnarly.
The forecast calls for even more rain. Good news for the drought, though much of this water drains into the ocean. So tonight, the evacuations continue. And so does the worry for so many hoping their homes will survive another stormy night.
Again, authorities tell us this hillside is safe for now, but with all of this heavy rain expected to last several more hours through the night, they'll continue to reevaluate. Brian, all of the homes downhill have been evacuated or were supposed to be evacuated. Authorities do tell us not everyone has left.
Miguel Almaguer in a driveway that was dry when we last spoke to him from that area last night. Miguel, thanks. And we're joined tonight by our own weather veteran in the L.A. area, Fritz Coleman from our NBC station KNBC. Fritz, we don't often see eyes of storms off the West Coast. Does that mean we're still awaiting the most intensity?
Well, you're right, Brian. The eye is the center of the storm, and that has yet to make landfall. We're just getting the initial frontal systems, the initial waves. And to put this storm in context, in a 4-hour period this morning, we did more rainfall than we've done all season. 3 to 4 inches, even more in some of the foothill areas, in the recent burn areas in the San Gabriel Mountain foothills where Miguel was. We may do this amount again tonight or greater. We've had 4 inches in some of the heavier spots. An average Los Angeles rainfall is 15 inches. So it's a big storm, but in our classic style, we've done too much too soon. And when you have a lot of rain in a brief period of time, we get the mudslides, the debris flows, and the urban flooding that we're having right now, and a lot of snow at the local mountains. It is not a drought buster. If we were to have an atmospheric river, we might get one. This probably is not.